Everybody, it's Dr. Kenton Wakes Up. Today's Wednesday, September 25th, 2024. In the cup today is uh, something different. I picked up something different. What's happening? Thinks that I'm giving a thumbs up. Anyway, it's Seattle's best coffee Portside blend, I think. Oh, delicious. Thing that's on my mind this morning, thing that was on my mind when I went to bed last night, and that is how to deal with the fact that for some reason Todoists add in my workplace's enterprise Outlook installation is no longer allowing me to create and manage tasks. It's forcing me instead to either turn around and accept defeat, or the other option is for it to allow me to create a task in Todoist that has the email subject line as the only text, but no link back to the original email. And now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm going to write myself a note. So in Todoist, I can make a note, make the task with just the subject line, and then archive the email from the message window so that it doesn't actually go in the archive, so that I have to go look for it, and then create the OneNote or tasks link to it. Good grief almighty. Anyway, so that's what's been on my mind. I'm hopeful that the IT guys at my workplace will figure out how to once again allow Todoist to work. But it's, as I was talking to my wife about it last night, it's frustrating to know, as a former technology support person, frustrating to know that there is a solution, but that I'm not in any position to implement that solution. I guess the other thing, and let me put that as a note also, is there another another application that can check my workplace email and which allows Todoist to link to it? I don't like that solution as much. I'm going to put a note about that too. I don't want to have to use a third-party app or learn to use a third-party app to solve this problem. Alright, so now we're up to date. It's frustrating. Like I said, as a former tech guy, I'm aware of a bunch of different ways that these things can be accomplished through workarounds. But in this case, I have a sense that there's a permission setting that needs to be enabled, and the powers that be maybe don't see what the purpose is in allowing Todoist to remain as a potential exploit of the domain email system, which is what it boils down to. I'm asking for permission. The Todoist add-in is telling me that an administrator needs to approve some of the access that Todoist wants to have, and they may not. So I guess I'm now at the also point. What systems do other corporate Outlook 365 users in the absence of Todoist to manage the tasks that arise from emails? Frustrating. All right, then. Today's Wednesday. It's raining lightly outside. Winston's, the last handful of days, he's just seems very agitated. And I wonder if part of it is that my kid and I spend times, I work in my office during the day and he spends time in his room during the day, and they're not in the same hallway anymore. Like when my other kid was living here, his room was right at the end of the hallway. So Winston could park himself somewhere between and, be with his people. I think that's what he wants, is to find a place where he can be, that he's satisfied that his people are near enough by. But I have the sense that Winston's looking for a solution that probably isn't forthcoming. And it's frustrating. I understand, buddy. Believe me. I get it. Now, just giving a little pat. Anyway, so today's Wednesday. It's raining. I teach class tonight at 5. Means I'll be driving down to Towson at some point today. I don't know. Probably not before noon. But in the meantime, I got plenty of things to do. And I hope that I am able to... Hey, come on. Hope that I'm able to focus on my work rather than worrying about more workaround nonsense. Anyway, if you have any ideas for how a person could use some sort of task tracking that's not Microsoft tasks, because I don't want to learn a new app if I don't have to. But maybe since I've admitted that out loud, probably the way it's going to have to go. All right. As always, love you, bye.